So, hello everyone, and today we're live on YouTube. And yes, of course, it is Champions League preview. Of course, Inter Milan versus Arsenal. I do apologise that there wasn't a match reaction to the Nottingham Forest game because I was coming back from Accrington Stanley. I was coming back from Accrington Stanley, of course, and plus I felt really tired. But we're live on the channel, Inter Milan versus Arsenal, live Champions League preview. But we will talk a little bit about the Nottingham Forest game, maybe. But I will be on Melina's channel tonight at 7:15 UK time. So obviously I'll give my thoughts on that. Massive shout out to Melina, massive shout out to Jay if they're listening to this. And look, it's 5 hours behind. So it's probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So they're probably sleeping. So... But today, plenty of huge content coming up. I just post, of course, what's coming up on the channel, on my YouTube content. So make sure everyone does smash that like button. Make sure everyone does view the video. And today we are discussing Inter Milan versus Arsenal Champions League preview. I've got plenty of huge content coming up as well. Of course, I want to give a massive shout out to Ethan, of course, obviously shouting me out yesterday for the matchday vlog. When I did, of course, upload the matchday vlog, obviously it took me ages and all that stuff. A bunch of chunks of Dons fans were fucking, literally fucking giving it all that, telling me to fucking dance on the coach and all that. I'm like, mate, you're just a bunch of kids, mate. Like, it's all jokes to the side, innit? They'll put it on the fake TikTok account anyway, but no. Massive shout out to Mike Green. How are you, Mike? Hope your family and everyone else is keeping well. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you about personal, but of course, I'm just saying, hope you're keeping well. Carrick's at the wheel. Tell me something good. When we got yeah, you know the rest. But yeah, Carrick's on the wheel, of course. Massive shout out to Mike Green. Go and subscribe to Mike Green. He is a Newport County vlogger. Newport, of course, drew yesterday against Gillingham. I think I could be wrong. Carrick's cooking Manchester United 1-2. Yeah, and we didn't do the favour. What's up? I'm good. Yep. And let's do the Inter Milan versus Arsenal live. Oh, you lost 3-2 in the end. I thought it was 1-1 the last time I checked. Man, look, I've not had a chance to look at all of us. I know we won yesterday because I've logged the game. But the thing is, when I've logged the game, right, I use CapCut now. I don't longer use iMovie anymore. And I was getting so stressed, right? Like, literally, I had a bunch of Dons fans, yeah? A bunch of kids, right? Who go every single game, yeah? Non-stop, yeah? Like, literally chanted at me, oh, we love your vlogs and all that. Being a bit sarcastic, yeah? But no, but the trouble is, I had a bunch of Dons fans and they were saying to me, when's the vlog out? When's the vlog out? Luca, hurry up, get the vlog out. I'm like, mate, I'm sorry, but I'm trying my very best. I got the vlog out. It took me about an hour and a half to get it out, yeah. And I got the vlog out and all that. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for helping me out. But today we are doing Inter Milan versus Arsenal Champions League preview. Make sure you do smash that like button. We are 4 subscribers away from 9,150. So make sure you do lock in. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. And I want to give a massive shout out to Melina and Jordan and Chuguna as well. Absolute real one. I will be on Mel's channel tonight whenever she wakes up. but of course I will be on her channel tonight, 7:15 UK time, which is 2:15 in Canada time. So we'll be discussing about yesterday's game. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to glance. A couple of people messaged me and said, I think like 2 people said to me, Luca, where's your match reaction? We're waiting for it. And I was like, nah, I had to go to bed and all that. And I just went up for it. Obviously, yeah, disappointing yesterday, of course, about the game. But let's obviously talk about the Inter Milan game as well. Let's run through it. Mike Green says we're down as well. Yeah, I know. You guys are going down, mate. You guys are going to go down this season. To be honest, I literally cannot see you guys getting out of that relegation zone. I really can't. But anyway, my fans were like, where's the vlog? Yeah, but at the same time, next Saturday when we're at home to Shrewsbury Town. So, yes, of course, there'll be a matchday vlog for that. And make sure you guys are locked in for that as well. I can't see it either as well. No, yeah, they're going to get relegated. Harrogate are going to get relegated as well. All right, anyway, enough about EFL talk. We'll worry about that next Saturday when we're at home to Shrewsbury, where we deliver. Right. Inter Milan versus Arsenal, of course. Champions League preview, of course. What do we know about Inter Milan this season? Look, obviously, I was getting a few pictures up. Of course, obviously, I was preparing for this. Obviously, we played Inter Milan last season. And, of course, we lost the game 1-0. Of course, this man here, of course, the former AC Milan midfielder as well, scored for Inter Milan. I don't even want to actually pronounce his name because I can't even pronounce his name. But, of course, Inter Milan, of course, beat us last season 1-0. And that was the game where Martin Odegaard come back, of course, in that game. And, of course, at that time, we were crying out we were missing Martin Odegaard at the time. And of course, we needed him at the time, of course. As in the background, I've got the Arsenal women's on in the background. Massive shout out to Josh, absolute real one. Of course, I did obviously watch a little bit of his women's watch along. We're winning 2-0 at the moment. The women's are doing better than the men. What phrase is the women's manager in compared to Arteta? But anyway, we took on Inter Milan last season. Now, look, Inter Milan are a very, very good side. Liverpool, of course. Jay, if you're listening to this, I always get mixed up with your names, of course. But Jay, you guys played Inter Milan last season, yeah? Or this season. Yeah, this season, right? And you won 1-0 thanks to Slopperschlei, yeah? Afternoon, Arsenal Alex. Big shout out to you. Go and subscribe to Arsenal Alex. Absolute real one. He's on the road to 2.5K. Arsenal Alex, we need to bring back the live streams together, bro. You need to start bringing back live streams, bro. I miss the Arsenal Alex and Luca talk. We do. Even if it's just one stream once a while, I'd be happy. Maybe do one maybe when you got time. No rush. But go and give Arsenal Alex some support on the channel and show some love. And let's connect together, guys. Let's connect. But no, look, Inter Milan, of course. Look, when Liverpool played Inter Milan, of course, this season, they of course, obviously beaten 1-0. Slopperschlei, of course, scored the only goal. And I didn't watch the game, but of course, obviously, a friend of mine who supports Liverpool, yeah, who I go to the gym with, him, of course, obviously said to me, Liverpool weren't that great. And I know Liverpool were not playing very well, but this is in the Inter Milan game. What I don't understand is about this game going into the Inter game and about yesterday's game against Nottingham Forest. Been smashing it business, yeah, so have I, bro, mate. Why did Mikel Arteta rest players where he should have gone all strong in that Nottingham Forest game? Of course, obviously, I'm going to give my feedback, of course, about the Forest game when I'm on Mel's channel, right? But however, I look at that game and obviously I don't want to go into too much because obviously we're focusing on the Inter Milan game. But I just look at Mikel Arteta and I just feel like, why are you resting players where you want to prioritize on the Champions League, where I know we've near enough qualified, but that was an important game yesterday. Yeah. And we were poor yesterday against Nottingham Forest. And I think we should have had a penalty. I don't understand why Arteta started Martinelli in that game. I really don't get it. But apart from that, I don't want to go into too much detail because obviously that was yesterday's game, or I don't want to go into it. Maybe towards the end, we'll talk about the Inter Milan game as well. But I want to get everyone's opinions. Obviously, I'm a change man. I do YouTube for fun. I don't beg for numbers and I don't beg for links or anything like that anymore. And I'm just getting on with my own channel, bro. And we're getting some old regulars and all that back in the face. Like Arsenal Alex is back. I haven't seen him. He's been here since day one. Mike Green has been here for day one as well. But I look at this Inter Milan game and I kind of feel like the Inter Milan game. Are you doing? Hi, Luca. How are you doing? If you're watching Wolves and Newcastle, it's such a bad game. What's the score, mate? I hope you beat Inter Milan on Tuesday. Yeah. Of course, of course. Obviously, I'm going to end this stream before the Villa game because I want to. I'm going to go out. I'm probably going to go to my family's house. I'm going to go and watch. I'm going to go and watch the Aston Villa game because I want to keep an eye on a proper manager that knows how to get things over the line. 0-0 as well at the moment. Okay, fair enough. Make sure you do, Ben. If you can kindly share the stream, bro. Much appreciate it. There's no excuses. But if you can, that would appreciate it. Oh, it's 0-0 at the moment. That's good. But the Inter Milan game, of course, look, let's of course, have a look at the Inter Milan game. Obviously, I don't really watch the Serie A as I used to, yeah. No worries, Ben. No worries. But Inter Milan, of course, are top of the league. And do you know what's weird, right, about this league, yeah? Before we played yesterday when we drew 0-0 against Nottingham Forest, that was the same points tally, yeah? AC Milan have got the same points as Manchester City, and we were on 49, but now we're on 50 points. Now we're on 50 points. Arsenal were on 50 points around this sort of time in January because we played Manchester United in the 22-23 season in January. And I remember that, right? And I look at that. Inter Milan, of course, are probably going to go and win the league. But I look at it and I just feel like this is going to be a tough game. You have a look at their squad players. You have a look at the experience they've got. I just feel like with Inter Milan, it's going to be a tough game, yeah. Liverpool won there. They got the goal, but they can be caught. Inter Milan in the Champions League, you need to watch out Martinez. Yeah, 100% we do, bro. We do. But Inter Milan, of course, have obviously got to like Champions League finals, yeah. They lost to Man City when Man City were the best team in the world and all that stuff. And then, of course, Rodri scored that winner. Can we tell Rodri? Can we tell Rodri? Yeah. Man City won that game. And then I look at it and I kind of feel like with this game, Inter Milan, of course, are no mugs in the Champions League. They always go far. Yeah. They got to the final twice within like 2023 and last year. Inter Milan got to a semi-final one stage. They're no mugs. Inter Milan are one of the best defensives in with Arsenal in Europe. And that's what it is. When you've got experienced players like Bastoni and players like that, right? They are going to obviously go well in the Champions League. I'll leave my score prediction at the end. HVM 77, you didn't do what's required, bro. You didn't share my stream, mate. There's no excuses. I keep telling people this. but the trouble is, we are coming up against a team in Milan where all we do need, I think we only need a point to qualify for the Champions League. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do to qualify for the Champions League. And I look at that thinking, why I don't get with Mikel Arteta, yeah? Why would you rest players? And think about when Saka came on, and I want to give a massive shout out to Tyrell Gunner, yeah, because I was watching his stream earlier, yeah, and he obviously said, right, that Bukayo Saka was the only person that was creating chances yesterday. And it's true. It's honestly true. Because when I look at it with Bukayo Saka, yeah, he come on and obviously had that header chance and all that, and then of course it went wide. And I look at Bukayo Saka and he should have started the game yesterday. And even when Trossardinho as well. Martinelli, of course, obviously has that chance. You've got to do better than that. And knowing Arteta, what I would have done, I would have started Martinelli in this game. And then, of course, I know we've got that last game at the Emirates. Of course, I can't remember who it is. Is it Karat? That funny team, yeah. I can't say it, yeah. But we've got them coming up, of course, in our last Champions League game, and we could pretty much get the job done. And now what I don't get is Arteta wants to go full strength against Inter Milan. Oh, is it just because it's a tough opponent? Is it because of the name? Is it because Inter were better than Forest? And what? The league title was more important, yeah? We're pretty much near enough qualified, yeah? We've got the best defensive in the Champions League up there, right? But Arteta wants to start people like Saka and that. We know Saka's going to start the game against Inter Milan. We know that because obviously Inter Milan are going to look at that and thinking it is a threat. So what I don't understand is why don't Mikel Arteta not go with a weak squad? It should have been the complete opposite. It should have been the complete opposite. And I look at that and I kind of feel like with Inter, yeah, right? I just feel like with the Inter game, yes, it is still an important game. But going into this game, I'm not confident that we'll win the game. I reckon we can get something, yeah? Because Arsenal, of course, have competed with the best in the Champions League. And we beat Real Madrid last season. And I kind of look at that and I feel like this game is going to be a very, very tough game. But let's wait and see. Let's do have a look and are you doing a Monday Night Raw stream tomorrow? I think I'm going on Jay's channel for that. Jay's channel. I have to speak to him about it. I don't know if he might be asleep. I don't know. He might be at church because it's Sunday. People go to church. So I don't know. I double check. Of course. I haven't actually 100% decided on that. Massive shout out to 4 Premier in row. Make sure you do smash that like button, bro. There's only one person watching. There's no excuses from any single YouTuber. It's the perfect time to go live. The Villa game is in 40 minutes time. That's why it was the best time to go live. It's not going to be a long stream because I want to get out of here by 4:30 to watch the Villa game. So there's no excuses from any single YouTuber. Can you do a WWE stream? Can you share my stream, bro? I'm a changed man. But no, look, let's run into the Inter Milan game as well. And let's have a look at Inter Milan's results recently. Of course, they did win yesterday against Udinese as well. I remember Arsenal playing Udinese in the Champions League, and that was 2011 when Walcott scored. And I look at the Inter Milan game coming up. It will be interesting what Mikel Arteta will do. He is going to go strong. And Arsenal, for me, do usually do well against Italian teams in Europe. Like, remember the last time we played an Italian team was obviously Inter Milan. But we beat Napoli in over the 2 legs under Unai Emery's first season. That's what we did. And we've beaten AC Milan before. Arsenal, don't forget, back in 2008, Arsenal were the first team to beat AC Milan at the San Siro, the first English team. And AC Milan at that time in their prime were unstoppable at home. Now, AC Milan or Inter Milan do share the San Siro, but the San Siro was a fortress for AC Milan until Fabregas and Adebayor scored, right, in 08 to take us to the quarterfinals against Liverpool. I look at that and I feel like the San Siro is obviously, look, it's a hostile stadium. They're going to 100% be up for this game. But I look at it and I just feel like this is going to be a tough game. And Inter Milan are going to be going for the league title. And their danger man, of course, is Lautaro Martinez. And he's an unbelievable footballer. I'd have him, mate. I would have him over Gyökeres. 100%. 100%. Because, look, I still think Gyökeres will come good. But Arteta does need to change his system. I want to see Eze and Gyökeres. I want Odegaard to be benched for a couple of games. That is what I want to do. But this is the Inter Milan squad, of course. Inter Milan have got huge experienced players, of course. Plenty of experience. Of course, Jay, if you're listening to this, yeah, go and check Arsenal Alex's video, YouTube short, of course. Yeah, facts, mate. Arteta needs to be 100%, 100% needs to be sacked. But I look at the Inter Milan squad, of course. Jay, if you're listening to this, of course, Inter Milan do have Jay's German international, of course, Jan Bisic as well. Obviously, hashtag Cameroon as well. He is, so he could have played for both clubs. They've got a Kanje, former Manchester City defender, of course, obviously Nigerian as well. Stefan Devic as well. A Cherby at 37, coming on to 38. Wouldn't be surprised if Gattuso calls him up for the World Cup if we get to the World Cup. They've got Jansuma. Love Jansuma. I love him. Great experienced goalkeeper. He's 37 years of age. I thought he was a bit younger than that. But he's got plenty of experience. And he'll probably play in his last World Cup for Switzerland, because by the time he goes to the Euros, he'll be like 40 years old. But some keepers have played in that sort of age. Remember the 2018 World Cup? There was a 45-year-old goalkeeper that played for Egypt. So you look at it, keepers can last more longer compared to players. So the way I look at it, right, I kind of feel like Inter Milan, it's going to be a very, very tough game. They're going to have plenty of huge pedigree experience. And it's going to be a tough game for Arsenal. It's not going to be no. And we will be doing a watch-along. The watch-along is already scheduled on the channel. And there'll be a match reaction straight after the game. So we've got all that plan. We still got to schedule the Manchester United content as well. We're going to get that sorted some point after this. They've got Diamarco, my guy. Denzo Dumfries is injured as well. That's the guy. Kalahanglu is injured as well. So Dumfries is a good player as well. Top international footballer for Holland. Vittorio Martinez is the captain. Marcus Thuram. Look at the squad depth what Inter Milan have. Piotr Zielinski, Fratesi as well for Italy. Barella, Diamarco, Icherbi. Half of these players play for the Italian squad. Bastoni as well. Love Bastoni, mate. If Gabriel and Saliba didn't sign any contracts, I'd have Bastoni as a replacement. But Bastoni is looking at a Liverpool radar. And Inter Milan, it's going to be a hard game. They're going to be up for it. They are going to be up for it. But with Arsenal right now, look, Henrik Mkhitaryan as well, 36 years of age, Mkhitaryan as well. His transfer value is just under 4 million because of the age. So it's going to be a really, really tough game. Look at Barella, 60 fucking million. Mate, look at that. Transfer market, 60 million. Bench Odegaard and then get me Barella in at Arsenal. If we go on and win the league this season, go and get Barella, bro. Did you see the bad rumor? Who's that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I don't understand what you mean by that. Let's of course, obviously run through the game right now and dissect to the game. But what is your score predictions, people? Let me know what you think about the score predictions as well between Inter Milan versus Arsenal. Odegaard is costing us big time. Facts. This is the thing. I've been telling people this. Even Lee Gunner said it as well. Massive shout out to Lee Gunner. If you're listening to this or not, right? Massive shout out to Lee Gunner. Go and subscribe to Lee Reacts. Absolute real one. He will be live for the Aston Villa versus Everton game. Yeah, that's not nice, bro. That's not nice, bro. This is why I don't have Twitter anymore, mate. I got suspended, right? So, because of spam. And the trouble is, I got suspended, yeah? And I ain't being funny, yeah? But stay away from that platform, right? I've had Dons fans and all them lot posting pictures about me making shit up, right? Stay away from that platform. That platform is a joke. Hence why I'm not going to get TikTok. Yeah. Hence why I'm not going to get Twitter, bro. And I know people might say, oh, TikTok helps your channel and all that stuff. Well, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, it's my choice, whatever I get. I couldn't care less. I've got most important things, right, outside of YouTube. I do this as a hobby. Yeah. And that's it. I may not get people watching my channel anymore. Don't bother me anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not famous. You know, I don't want to be famous. Yeah, I don't have Twitter anymore, mate. Yeah, Odegaard is costing us big time. 100%. He is costing us big time. And this is the thing. Yeah, well, I've got it in the background. We're 2-0 up. HGM 77. And I look at it. I think for me, we need to sell Odegaard in the summer. I do. But we're not going to sell Odegaard because Mikel Arteta wants to pick him. We've got a guy, right, called Eze. We bought him for 67 million and bench him. Yeah, also Alex says we need Eze in the 10. Facts. We do need Eze in the 10. That is what we need. But this manager won't do it because you know why he won't do it? Because he likes to pick his own favourites, right? Like Gyökeres yesterday had a bad game. He was so inconsistent. Had a great game against Chelsea. And now, of course, obviously, yesterday, he should have scored yesterday. Eze needs to play games. And this is the thing. This will come down. We are not going to win the league this season. And Arteta needs to bench Odegaard. I don't care what anyone says, yeah, right? I don't care what anyone... Mate, the amount of people... I do look knackered in the eyes. I woke up rough, yeah? I had work today, yeah? Right? I woke up rough this morning, yeah? I woke up at 6:30 and I was about 5 minutes late for work, yeah? Right? They didn't say anything, mate. I've been in retail for 12 years, yeah? And in fucking invest, yeah? Because I do look tired. After this, I'm going to take a nap. This is the only stream I'm going to be doing today, right? Obviously, I'm finding it very difficult to go live every day, but we have been consistent on the channel. I've obviously planned what content is coming up on the channel, but I'm not planning to go live every day because obviously it's hard for me to keep the consistency. But of course, obviously we do MK, we do the vlogs. I've got a couple of MK Dons videos I'm going to line up in midweek. But let's run through the Arsenal game and run through the Arsenal and Inter Milan lineup as well. What would be my team? Yeah, I'm gonna have a nap after this. Yeah, I'm not working till Friday, mate. They've cut my hours. Fucking wankers, mate. They've cut my hours. Do you work in the shop? Yeah, I work in retail, mate. If you like to know. Obviously, I'm not giving my personal information out because someone will probably end up. You probably get a bunch of Dons fans fucking coming after me saying, "Oh, there's Luca Talks Ball. There's Luca Talks Ball." What is it? A love fest. But let's run through the Inter Milan versus Arsenal game as well. Let's get into the starting 11. Obviously, this of course is an opposition preview. What would be my starting 11? I make quite a few changes. I would 100% make quite a few changes. I'd probably go with let's dissect and of course we use crate formation, of course. So let's have a look as well. Make sure you do smash that like button because obviously I understand it's Sunday, people are busy and all that. I was obviously going to save this for tonight, but I am going to be going on Melina's channel tonight. So I did promise I'll go on her channel, and me, her and Jordan are looking forward to that preview later on. No, it's a reaction to the Forest game, of course. So obviously go and subscribe to Miss Melina, Absolute Real One. Yes, Tyrell, Absolute Real One. How are you today? Great stream you did. Obviously go and subscribe to Tyrell. Tyrell will be live with Jay tomorrow for the Red Talk tomorrow. Tyrell and True Cop Reds as well will both be live on the channel as well tomorrow. I will check that out. Obviously, go and subscribe to Tyrell. Absolute great fella. Doing absolutely amazing Stevie Wonder bits. Doing absolutely amazing bits. Give this guy a subscriber. He's consistent more than me, to be honest. But obviously, I will be on Mel's channel tonight at 7:15. And obviously, let's run through to the Arsenal versus Inter Milan as well. So in goal, I'm going to go for obviously David Raya gets in goal as well. Right, David Raya. Let's have a look at David Raya. Wow. Wolves 2-0 against Newcastle. Jesus, mate, that's a good point for Wolves. Right back, I'm gonna go for Calafiori back for that game. He's Tyrell. Do you think when is Calafiori back? When is Calafiori back? Because he's not back for another few weeks, isn't he? Well, I'm gonna go for who do I go for? I'm gonna go for trying to think now. Right back, I'm going to go for was Julian Timber. of course. I'm going to throw Timber back in that right back position because I feel like the left-hand side, he's obviously struggling a little bit. And look, we don't have no choice. But I'd go with Dewey and Timber. Centre-backs is Gabriel and Saliba, of course, 100%. I'd go with Gabriel and Saliba as well. We don't play Manchester United until Sunday, so we can go strong. So I'll go with Gabriel and Saliba. Left back, I'm going to go for as well. Massive shout out to Ethan. Make sure you do share the stream, bro. And much appreciated as well. The Arsenal ladies won as well. Of course, they're in the 5th round of the FA Cup. So obviously it's nice to see the women's win. Mate, yeah, mate. Aston Villa's goalkeeper, Roebuck. Yeah. Mate, she's got a cut in her eye, bro, mate. Bournemouth Wood is a ground where it's obviously famed for Arsenal ladies, yeah. Bournemouth Wood is, man, I have to go and watch an Arsenal women's game. Mate, I know it's not, it's better compared to the men's. Oh, I'm being a little bit gender, I'm being sexist, I mean gender on that. But no, obviously, Bournemouth Wood, Arsenal ladies, I also do want to go and watch that maybe some point. Yeah, just keep sharing, bro. Keep sharing on TikTok. And, there's no excuses. But thanks for the kind words. Left back, I'm gonna chuck in Lewis Skelly in this game. A surprise candidate. I'm gonna go for Miles Lewis Skelly in this game. Campe's not back yet. He's out for a little while. Of course, Calafiori's not back. Obviously, he's close into a return. But Mikel Arteta did say that Mosquera is obviously closing on a potential comeback. So I don't think he's not going to be ready. Hopefully, he could be ready for the Manchester United game, which will give us a bit of centre-back options as well. Midfield, I'm going to go for. It's going to be interesting who I'm going to go with midfield, but this is what I would do, yeah. I'm going to go with, of course, Declan Rice gets in the team, of course. Rice, of course, goes into the side. Midfield, I don't want to play Odegaard in this game. Fuck Odegaard. I'm going with Eze. Aripache Eze. If I can get Eze, why is Eze not coming up on my... I think I don't understand why he's not coming on. All right, let me get Eze up. Mate, Google's not letting me do nothing. What's going on, bro? Mate, I might have to refresh the page. Bear with me 2 minutes. Big up to Nemps as well. Absolute real one. How are you doing? How are you doing? Disappointed on you yesterday, mate. You drew 1-1 with Burnley. Bloody Burnley. As Mark Goldbridge said, bloody Burnley. And all these Liverpool fans are sitting there going, it's only a draw. We're going for top 5. We're going for the Champions League. Bollocks, mate. You guys are shit this season. Get Arnie Slot out, mate. Then you'll be all right. Let me put the lineup back in as well. Because obviously the team disappeared when I refreshed the page. So this is my Arsenal lineup as well. I'm going with Miles Lewis Skelly. I just feel like with Skelly, we need to kind of like rotate this, the team a little bit. Declan Rice gets in the sides. Rice does what he does. I'm going with Eze in this game as well. Right, let me try and get Aripache Eze's name up. Let me get Eze. Right, Aripache Eze. For some reason, Crate Formation's not actually recognizing Eze. If not, I'm going to have to put Martin Odegaard in that lineup, which is going to annoy me because Gibraltar's not been performing. So, right, let me have a look. Right, we've got Eze, good old Eze. Then I'd go with, of course, Zubimendi, of course, in the lineup. Zubimendi yesterday, he shot what he did, yeah. He doesn't actually score from those angles. He tends to obviously shoot from like long range. Yes, Jay, how are you, bro? I gave you a massive shout out. I got your name right this time around. Go and subscribe to Jay. He is going to do a watch along for Marseille versus Liverpool, of course. Marseille, I'm laughing something in the background. KFC's in the background. But no, Marseille versus Liverpool. So make sure you do check his channel. He is doing the watch along, and me and Jay will be on Melina's channel tonight at 7:15 to discuss yesterday's game. and also discuss a little bit about Liverpool versus Burnley. So I'm good, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. We do YouTube for fun, bro. I'm happy with people coming in the chat. Obviously, I've got to schedule my Manchester United stream and all that. After when this stream's finished, I'm taking a nap. Gonna watch the Villa game. I've got a roast dinner today. Of course, yeah, man. I'm keeping well. I'm a bit tired from yesterday, coming back from the match day vlog. Accrington Stanley. It was a good away day. We took about 300 and something odd fans yesterday. It's not bad for Aki away. Yeah, and we've got plenty of content coming up. Obviously, I'm not planning to go live every day. But this will be the only stream I'm going to be doing today. And then tomorrow, maybe I might do Monday Night Raw, depending how I feel. Yeah. At the moment, I'm a bit it's set. I don't know what time. What time is Monday Night Raw tomorrow? It's in Belfast. Can anyone tell me what time Monday night? If Monday Night Raw is the same time when I did SmackDown, we will do Monday Night Raw. If it's like 1 a.m., no, I'm sleeping. So can anyone tell me what? I think it's 7 o'clock in the evening because it's in Belfast. I like to get everyone's thoughts on that. Tuesday, of course, we've got the game. We've got watch along. That's already scheduled. Match reaction straight after the game. Then after Tuesday, next time I'll upload will be Friday. There'll be no videos on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we will be doing the Manchester United preview around this sort of time. Then Saturday will be the vlog. And then Sunday, watch along and then match reaction straight after the game. It feels like I'm the only one who does not do watch-alongs. Nah. I never really used to do watch-alongs because I used to always tend to watch the game, but now I've started to get into the watch-alongs. Obviously, yesterday I did have the Forest match reaction planned, and then I thought I was going to go on Mel's channel, and then I didn't realise. Then she's doing her stream today, which I cancelled my match reaction. I had two or three people message me saying, Where's the reaction? We only tune into your reaction and vlogs. Anything else we don't watch. Yeah. And I said to him, look, I'm a bit tired. I was going to do it like midnight, and I thought, no, I was in bed by 11:30, and then I woke up about 6:30, and I was like, nah, mate, you know what I'm saying? Zubamendi banger. Zubamendi! Double hat trick. Do you watch NBA? No, I'm not interested. But I do like the basketball vests. Do you know what I might do? Yeah, right. You know, you get those basketball vests. You got the Lakers and all that. I don't watch basketball. Yeah, I don't have a clue how it. Obviously, I know the rules, but I don't have a clue about whoever's. I know who Michael Jordan was at the time. But I might buy the gym vest. Just use it for the gym. It's proper smart and casual, mate. When you walk in the gym, I'm thinking of getting that next payday. Right, back on the wing, of course, I'm going to go for is on the wing. I'm going to start with Trossard. Trossard needs to come in this game. On the right, I'm going to go, excuse me, Bukayo Saka. And up front, I'm going to go with, do I go Victor Gyökeres or do I go with Gabriel Jesus? I don't know, it's just, do I go with Gyökeres? Do we start Gyökeres against Inter Milan or do we save him for Manchester? You know what? We're going to go with Victor Gyökeres. Oh, my days. We are going to go for Gyökeres. That's what we want to see. We want to see the best of Victor Gyökeres. That is what we want to see, bro. That's what I want to see. Victor Gyökeres and Eze. Play these two. Fuck Odegaard, yeah? Fuck bench Odegaard, yeah? Bend Overgaard, yeah? Daiso Odegaard. Yeah. Dench Odegaard. Yeah, I've said it about 50 times. Start Eze and Gyökeres in the 10, yeah. Ethan says I might do an MK Dons review. Nice one, mate. I'll check it out, mate. I'm a basketball supporter. Nice one, mate. But no, look, that would be my lineup, what I'd go for Inter Milan versus Arsenal. And that's what I'll do. I just look at it, and my score prediction I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a draw in this game. I'm gonna go for a draw. I do want to get the Champions League format up. I do want to have a look where Inter Milan are in the Champions League. Jerry, thanks for the YouTube link. I will watch your watch along in a minute. As well. I might actually join your watch along, mate. I have to double check what time my dinner's ready. If my dinner's ready about 6ish, I might come on for the first half of the watch along. Might jump on Jerry's channel. So give Jerry Morland some support on the channel. Yeah, Ethan, you're doing an MK review. Nice, mate. Nice one, mate. I'll watch it, mate. Might not be able to join. So because obviously I don't know what I'm doing in the evening. LaMelo Ball is a good player to watch. I never heard of him, bro. LaMelo Ball. Yeah. Is he better than Mikel Arteta? Who's the best basketball coach and who's the best basketball team? The Lakers. Seattle Seahawks, yeah. They're shit anyway. Right. Let's do the score predictions as well. I don't know what to predict in this game. Of course, let's get the Champions League. Let's get the Champions League format out. Let's get the Champions. That's it. Correct. That's our final. That's the final game we've got. It's at the Emirates as well. I need to schedule that. I think that's at the end of January. I'm not sure. Yeah, it would be the end of January because Champions League finishes, and then of course we've got the Champions League draw for the round of 16. That'd be interesting who we get. We are going to be doing a Champions League draw. I need to find out when the Champions League draw is because I mean I can schedule it because after today I'm literally going to be chilling. I thought, you know what, I couldn't be bothered to do a Nottingham Forest reaction, yeah. But we'll talk about it in this stream because I will be on Melina's channel at 7:15 UK time when she wakes up. Because don't forget, it's 5 hours. But big up to Melina, big up to Jay. Bless them, man. Absolute real ones. And the best Arsenal, Liverpool YouTubers. They are amazing people. And go and give Jay 3,000 subscribers. Right, so let's have a look as well. Right, for some reason I can't seem to get the Champions League thing up for some reason. I don't understand. Yeah, I'll have a look in a minute, bro. I've already liked your stream. I have. I know you're live at 4:30. You're doing an Aston Villa watch along. Everton, please. Fucking hell, mate. The fucking Everton, mate. The Toffees, mate. The Evertonians. Please beat fucking Aston Villa, mate. Please beat Aston Villa, mate. Shut that Unai Emery up. Mate, he's a proper manager, man. Luca talks ball. Leave him alone, bro. He's won more trophies than Mikel Arteta, mate. But this fan base are getting all gassy and thinking, we don't have to win every single fucking game. Yeah, I'll check that out in a minute, mate. The Hornets cooked the Lakers. The Hornets. I've heard of them, but obviously I don't know much about anything about basketball in general. Right, I'm waiting for this Champions League website to load for some reason, because for some reason it doesn't want to load on my computer. But right, okay, are you going to let me load up the Champions League format? Because for some reason Google doesn't want to actually. Right, you know what? We're going on Google. Hashtag Champions League out. Let's get the Champions League table up, and let's obviously go through because I know we're sitting top by I think 18 points. Yeah, we're 3 points clear. So all we need is a point against Inter Milan. And I think Arsenal are going to go there and just set out for a draw. That's what they're going to do. Right. Let's share the screen as well. Let's have a look at this. Right. Right, we've got it up. Inter Milan are 6th in the Champions League format. So they need to win. They literally need to win because otherwise they could drop out that top 8 where they could obviously end up like going into a playoff place and where we only need a point. And it would be so great if, mate, would it be great, right, that we could forget the Forest game yesterday. We, of course, can go and beat Inter Milan in a week and then go and beat Manchester United. That will be a perfect week for Arsenal. If we can go to the San Siro, win at the San Siro. I'm more confident against Man United over Inter Milan. I don't see Arsenal winning those 2 games. We can, but I feel like we're going to draw the game against Inter Milan. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose the game. And I'm not saying it that I want us to lose. I'm saying that because obviously it would be nice if we can go and beat Inter Milan and Manchester United. But I'm confident in the Man United game. Obviously, I'm not going to talk into too much detail about it. I do think we'll beat Man United. So if any Man United fans who are listening to this, yeah, whether you're in the flat, whether you're upstairs, whether you're watching it on the TV screen, whether you've gone around 3:30 watching it in the flat, yeah, hear me out and listen to me very carefully. Man United, you've got no chance against Arsenal, yeah? Fair play to you, right? You played really well against Man City. Probably the best performance of the season. But you ain't touching us at the Emirates, my friend. Because we're going to slap you next week. But let's do have a look at the Champions League format as well. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, are up there. The Champions League holders are in third place. Look, I look at the Inter Milan game. I look at it as it is still an important game because we have to qualify and that, and then obviously secure the top spot. And it would be nice to finish in the top group, of course, as winners, and then go get. And even look, we can't fall out the top 8. The furthest we can go down is about third, I reckon, something like that. So we're guaranteed to get like a very good, comfortable team in the knockout stages. Remember last season we finished third. Liverpool won the group, and that's it. So it's oh my days, it's AFCON. What? Oh shit! Oh my god, it's AFCON final. Oh my god. I didn't realise. It's the AFCON. Mate, I should have done a watch-along for the AFCON. It's too late now. It's too late now. Far too late now. It's far too late. I don't know if Jay is doing AFCON final. Oh my days. Oh my days. I'll have to message him and ask him, is he doing the AFCON final? Because I totally forgot about that. That's a 5 o'clock. That is a 5 o'clock kickoff. I totally forgot about that. Oh, damn. I really totally forgot about that. I thought it was actually going to be like 8 o'clock or something. I did not know about that. I really didn't know that. But my score prediction, Sadio Mane is winning, bro. Sadio Mane is actually, but mate, I might do a match reaction to the AFCON. I wasn't, I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Do I do, we need to win the Champions League game. You got Marseille in it. It's at 7 p.m. Are you sure? Because I'm seeing someone scheduled a AFCON at 5 o'clock. What time? You got time to set up the watch along? Fuck it. I might do a watch along. Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to do a watch along. Big up to Azazuri podcast. Welcome to the chat. How are you, mate? Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. It's definitely 7 p.m. Yes, it's 7 p.m. I've just seen it. Why is Rich Sports scheduled it for 5 o'clock? You got time to set up the watch along. Who wants to see, right? Who wants to see a watch along for the AFCON? Oh, it's Josh. How are you, bro? You good? Up the Arsenal ladies, man. Up the Arsenal ladies. Up the Arsenal ladies as well. We won 2-0 today. We're in the 5th round of the FA Cup. We're going all the way, mate. Arsenal are going to win the Carabao Cup. Arsenal are going to win the FA Cup, ladies. We're going to Wembley, mate. I'll see you there. But no, look. Looking at this chat, you know what, right? We better win trophies. Facts. Yeah, subscribe to Chuguna. He is live at 6 p.m. Him and Jordan as well. Jay, keep forgetting your name. They're going to be doing AFCON on their channel. Josh is about to set up the stream for what do you call it, for the AFCON. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing a watch along straight after the game. I'm not going to do a match reaction. I can't be asked. I'm going to do a watch along, yeah, at 7 o'clock. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to make this the only Inter Milan preview. But does it even actually make sense for me to do a watch along? I've not watched a single AFCON. So does it really make sense if I do it? Obviously, I know who Sadio Mane is, Hakimi. I know these players and all that. I know about them, but I haven't watched a single AFCON. You know what? We'll do a watch along. But there's one thing I will say about the watch along. We must do what's required. Luca, I thought you were a changed man. I am a changed man. We better win trophies this season. Odegaard was awful yesterday. Facts. Let's obviously do talk about the game as well. Obviously, we do need to do a score prediction. My score prediction, I'm going to go for this game for Arsenal versus Inter Milan. I don't really know what to predict about this game because it just depends how Arteta's going to do. Press conference reaction is tomorrow for Mikel Arteta. I don't do press conference reactions. It's not my thing. But half the time, I don't even really listen to Arteta's press conference these days, not as I used to. I used to always get home and just be like, get on time and watching a press conference for about half an hour, 10 minutes or whenever how long press conferences. And then I just chip back out. But my score prediction I'm going to go for a draw in this game. I do think there'll be goals. I think I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this game. I think Arsenal, look, we only need a point against Inter Milan. I do think we'll get a draw. Arsenal Alex says hello to Josh. Big shout out to you. Odegaard was awful. Right, so let's talk about the Nottingham Forest game as well. That's my score prediction for as well. I thought the Nottingham Forest game yesterday, yeah, right. I thought it was the worst performance I've seen for Arsenal, yeah. Arteta got the wrong team against Nottingham Forest. He totally got the wrong team. Why would you rest players, right, and not start Saka and Trossard? Saka, for me, yesterday was the only effective player, right, against Nottingham Forest. And, of course, Josh will be doing his podcast tomorrow as well on his channel tomorrow, of course, with the others and all that. Massive shout out to them, right? But I look at that Nottingham Forest game with Inter Milan coming up on Tuesday, as we've just obviously dissected and just talked about the game. Manchester United, of course, we will be doing a preview on Friday for that. Obviously, got to set that up, and then of course we've got watch along and match reaction straight after the game. But I look at the Forest game and I'm thinking, Martinelli, why are you starting Martinelli? Why are you starting Martinelli in a game against Nottingham Forest? Like, the performance was shit, yeah? Gyökeres, for me, had his best game on Wednesday against Chelsea. I've watched that highlights about 10, 15 times. Now we drew yesterday. We have missed an opportunity to go 9 points clear. This has happened twice now, yeah? Not just only once. Going twice, yeah? Down below. You're too slow. But Liverpool, we drew 0-0 against them. And Liverpool sat there and fucking parked the bus. We knew how Liverpool were going to set out in that game. It was the most boring game, and I was frustrated in that game. We covered everything. We were doing previews with Jay and Mel and them lot. Non-stop. We were consistent that week on the channel. And then we go and draw to Nottingham Forest. Don't get me wrong, Nottingham Forest is a bogey side to play against us, yeah? This isn't the Nottingham Forest, right? Josh will back me up on this one, yeah? Jay will back me on this one. Melina will back me up on this one. Tyrell will back me on this one, right? Arsenal Alex will back me up on this one. Mate, this isn't the Forest of last season where people used to go to Nottingham and actually be scared. Don't get me wrong, it's a tough place to go to. But I knew, when I was at Accrington yesterday, when we posted the vlog on the channel, yeah? I knew when I saw the team coming out, I'm thinking, midfield's good, defence is good, but the attack. Noni Madueke, I didn't mind him starting. But Martinelli, like Madueke, Gyökeres and Martinelli, that's a weak attack. And I knew something was not going right, yeah? Right? I knew something wasn't going right in that game. We had chances in that game, but really couldn't do it, yeah? Noni Madueke played that through ball to Zubimendi. Zubimendi doesn't shoot in the box, bro. Zubimendi only did that once against Aston Villa, yeah? But from that angle, that wasn't... From that angle, from that type, when he shot it yesterday, it was of course, it was a very difficult angle to score, yeah? Zubimendi scored at Chelsea on Wednesday. He scored at Chelsea on Wednesday. So, there's a difference how Zubimendi actually plays on the pitch. And I look at that. Odegaard needs to be benched, bro. I've had enough of this guy, bro. Like, honestly, I've had enough of this guy. I think it's time for Eze. And Tyrell said this earlier on his channel, yeah? Right? And I was in the chat. I was watching it for about a little bit, yeah? Right? Great show you made, yeah? If you're still here, yeah? Amazing show, yeah? Eze, for me, you look at that game, yeah? Arteta doesn't have a good record against Sean Dyche, yeah? Mikel Arteta, right? I remember doing COVID, yeah. I remember doing my match reaction when we lost to Burnley, yeah. And Arteta, for me, does not know how to actually deal with Sean Dyche. He doesn't. Honestly, he does not know how to deal with Sean Dyche. And this is the thing. When you're playing a low block, right, against Nottingham Forest, you have to start people like Eze. And we're playing Inter Milan, right, in a game against on Tuesday. Bench Odegaard. I don't care, right? We're near enough qualified. Start Eze in that game. Get his confidence back. Odegaard's not captain material. And you see, yeah, right? Declan Rice, what he did yesterday, right? The way, I'm not going to swear, but obviously you know what he said, yeah? Declan Rice was telling it and saying it was absolutely rubbish. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Tyrell said it on his channel. Josh said it on his match reaction yesterday. And the way Declan Rice should be captain, bro. Martin Odegaard, if I had the opportunity, yeah, go and have a look at transfermarket.com. Nico Barella is 60 fucking million pounds, yeah? Martin Odegaard needs to be dropped. He needs to be dropped, yeah? Do you understand? He needs to be dropped, yeah? Aripache Eze, right, for me, needs to start against Inter Milan on Tuesday. He's got to start against Inter Milan on Tuesday. But he won't. Arteta won't do that. He'll start freaking Martin Odegaard. That's what he'll do. He'll start Martin Odegaard because it's his fan favourite. He'll be like, oh, we need your creativity. He'll turn up in the Champions League. It's against Inter Milan, best Italian team in the league. And what? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah? Start Eze. That's what we paid the money for. Not to sit on the bench. Eze was so delighted to come back from Arsenal. All Arsenal fans, including myself, were so gassed when Eze came back. You understand? To come and say hello to you, bro. That's the same thing, bro. Big shout out to Rich, bro. But this is the thing. Like, I look at it. Eze is a player where we've paid £67 million. And why are you benching him in games like that against Nottingham Forest? Like, the way what Declan Rice said after the game, right, just serves up the perfect example that he knows it was a bunch of rubbish. And he cares. He 100% cares, Declan Rice. He 100% cares. And that's why he stripped Martin Odegaard in the captaincy. But Arteta won't sell Odegaard. He ain't going to sell him. He'll be stuck here for Arsenal for a couple of seasons. There's perfect midfielders out there, right? You can go and get to replace Odegaard. 100%. Honestly. And I just feel like that's 2 points dropped in the title race, bro. But this fan base will use excuses, right? They'll be like, oh, we're still top of the league. We're still top of the league. What are you moaning about? We're 7 points clear. But hold on a minute, yeah? We were 7 points clear against Sunderland going into the international break in November. We suddenly dropped to 1 point, right? Remember that, yeah? Right? 7 points clear against freaking Sunderland, yeah? Right? 7 points clear ahead of Man City. And in that November period, we dropped points against Chelsea, right? I know we beat them in the cup at the Bridge. We dropped points against Sunderland, but at that time, Sunderland was a very tough place, yeah? And at that time, that point was probably very important for us, yeah? And we should have won the game. So I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, the way I look at that, and Josh even knows that as well. I'm a changed man, yeah, right? And people need to realize that, yeah. But I look at that yesterday. He'll know, I know, every Arsenal fan will know, right? That performance was shocking yesterday. And people and this fan base will use the excuse, oh, it's a point gained. Well, you said exactly the same thing when we drew to Sunderland. You said exactly the same thing against Sunderland. Do you understand? To tell him that I've come and said hello, bro, innit? Yo, Luca, how are you? I'm good, Flicks. You had a nice weekend? Did you get anything much? Not really. I was at Aki yesterday. But I look at it. People are now using the accountability. Oh, we're still top of the league. Man City will drop points down the line. City, I know City have still got to go to Anfield in the next few weeks. We go into that Man United game. I'm confident we'll beat Man United. But I do admit something, yeah? 5 minutes ago, I was saying you ain't touching us. Now, the way I'm speaking right now, I'm flip-flopping to myself. Kind of why are we going into that game? Look, I think we will beat Man United. I think we're going to win. But people think we're going to batter them. I think we'll beat Man United. I can give you a score prediction right now if I wanted to. I think we'll win 2-1 next week. That's my score prediction. And I think it'll be a lot tighter as people think. I think it will kind of remind me of the 22-23 season when we won 3-2. I think it'll be a game like that. And I think we'll edge it. I honestly think we will edge it like that. I'm not scared of Man United. It's at the Emirates. If we were at Old Trafford, then I'll be concerned, yeah? Because Arsenal don't have a good record at Old Trafford, yeah? Right? I know we won there this season and I know we won there 2 years ago, yeah? But we have to win that game. It's all but. Like, I don't want Arteta at the end of the season be like, oh, we've done so well to this period. No, because it kind of reminds me of bringing you back those vibes from 22-23 season. Like, we were top of the league on 50 points in January. It's the same scenario what we were 3 years ago, and we fucking bottled an 8-point lead. Man City are a good team, yeah? They have a better squad than us. But we've got the best squad in the league this season by circumstances on current form, yeah? Right? But we had 5 draws this season and lost 2, yeah? We're still in a very good position. We're lucky to be 7 points clear because the Man City's lost. If Man City would have won yesterday, we'd have been 4 or 5 points ahead. Then you'll start worrying. We are so lucky that Man City have dropped points. If Man City won all those games, could have been 1-2 points behind, ahead. And that's why, look, I'm confident we'll beat Man United. And we will talk about Man United throughout the week. When I set up my streams, and you go on my YouTube channel, you know when Luca's live, you might want to pop and say hello. It's entirely up to you if you want to watch it or not. You don't have to watch my channel. If you think it's shit, it's not a problem, innit? I'll be happy with the people who I've got in my chat. I'm happy with the people what I've got now. So at the end of the day, I look at that Man United game. It is a massive game. And there was no need for Mikel Arteta, right, to drop a weak squad. He made like 3 or 4 changes yesterday. Like, and I'm looking at that. It's disappointing, bro. It's very, very disappointing the way I look at it. And I just feel like it was just one of those results where it was so frustrating to watch. Very frustrating to watch against Nottingham Forest. But, you know, but we are going to wrap the stream. That's my speech right now. We'll be doing AFCON watch along. I don't know, man. I might give it a miss, to be honest. I know you guys obviously want me to do an AFCON watch along, but I might want to like chill out today. Might want to sit back. And I'm on Melina's channel at 7:15. So I probably won't do an AFCON. Content-wise coming up, the next time I will be uploading on the channel will be on Tuesday. No videos tomorrow. I've got a busy day outside of YouTube. Going to be going out and all that stuff, so there'll be no content tomorrow. But Tuesday we will be back. We will be doing the watch along for Inter Milan, of course. That's already scheduled, and then match reaction straight after the game. So tomorrow there'll be no videos on the channel. not really going to upload that much this week because obviously we're still going to post like the Manchester United build up. We're going to do all that. We might drop out. Maybe we'll do when we do the opposition preview. We're going to obviously, because what I did for the Liverpool game, obviously I was doing combined 11s and all that. And what I'm going to do is, because normally when I do my previews, I tend to obviously do the combined 11 all in one stream. And I think that's what we're going to do for the Manchester United stream, because it's a big game. It's Sunday. It's the main event. We're the last game of the weekend. We're playing this sort of time next Sunday. I'll be sitting here doing the watch along this time next week. And that's what I'm thinking of doing. So the next time I will be live on YouTube will be on Tuesday. And then after Tuesday, of course, obviously we've got watch along. Then we've got match reaction straight after the game for Inter Milan. Make sure everyone's tuning into that and view the video. And then, of course, after Tuesday, there'll be no videos until Friday. Wednesday and Thursday, there'll be no content. I'm not doing any other games as well. Friday, we've got Manchester United preview. We've got the one stream on Friday. Then Saturday, we've got the vlog. And then Sunday, we've got the watch along and match reactions. So that's what's going to be coming up. But guys, on a bombshell, I'm getting out of here. We will see you on Tuesday. Big game for Arsenal on Tuesday as well against Internazionale Milan. Can Arsenal get that victory? Can Arsenal, of course, get the 3 points, of course, get that win in the Sansiro, and then we can build on to that Manchester United game, of course, which is going to be a very interesting, intriguing game. So, and I'm looking at that. And look, would it be nice to end the way for Arsenal, of course, winning at the San Siro and then beating Man United at the Emirates? That will be a perfect week to forget about the Nottingham Forest game, to put that game on the side. And we know Man City, of course, do have to play Wolverhampton Wanderers. I know, if you're, mate, Wolves got a point against Newcastle. I don't see Wolves going to the Etihad and doing anything. I don't. And I think Man City are going to smash them 4-5-0. I think Man City are going to have a wake-up call from that defeat against Man United. Pep's going to be under pressure. But yeah, but can you imagine if Wolves got something against Man City? I'd be sitting there. It's like yesterday, yeah? I was so shocked that Man United beat Man City yesterday. I was so shocked that United won at Old Trafford and we just couldn't do it. We really couldn't do it. And that is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. But thank you very much for people coming into the channel. Catch me on Melina's channel. I will be back on Tuesday. Big shout out to Josh. Absolute real one, man. Josh will be live for the AFCON with Jay as well at 6 p.m, 7 p.m. time. So make sure you do tune into that. It is the AFCON final. Am I going to do an AFCON watch along? Probably not. I probably want to sit back and I'm probably going to go out for the evening. My dinner's going to be ready within the next 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to go and watch the Villa game now. I think that's just the only stream I've done. So I've already done my Inter Milan preview now. Any final questions before I do wrap the stream? Anything before I do close the pleasure? We will be back on Tuesday for the